All right, guys, we are with White Noise. He's the person, if you like the VTXs from TBS, you should know about this name. So I'm going to let White Noise introduce himself.
Hey guys, my name's Kevin. I go by White Noise. I don't know, what else am I supposed to say here?
He's a little bit nervous right now. How did you get into FPV?
I started FPV after actually watching a few TBS videos of them doing long range. That was
Good plug.
Oh yeah, of course. So that was maybe 2014, late 2014, or late 2013. I don't know. It was quite a few years ago, but
Right.
yeah. So I started out in there with I think a 10-inch quad. You know, those slow big things with KK2. Yeah.
That's where we were at
Yeah,
that
right?
time.
Everybody's got to start at that level, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's pretty cool. So how did you go about, starting to want to design your own stuff? What was that inspiration?
I started around 2015 designing one of my own frames for a company called Mad Lab Industries. And from there, I wanted to make it similar to how there were PDBs for the Blackout hacks. I flew with that. So I wanted to kind of take it to the next level and have it, integrate the flight controller and OSD and all these other things. So from there, it moved on a few iterations. That was only really a summer job, still in school at that point. And from then on, I kept designing, more frames, getting more into PCBs, really trying to figure all that out. At the same time, I was studying to be an electrical engineer. So finished up school, and around that time, I was working on a frame that I wanted to have. I wanted to have all these features that really didn't exist in most frames. So I was incorporating things that I wanted to. I didn't like to, glue or zip tie any of my components because that stuff breaks. It's not durable. So I saw the Unify, and I saw those pads, and I thought, hey, maybe we can try to use that to mount it to a board or mount it to the stack, and started working on that. When I got a few prototypes, shared it with a few people, and really kind of blew up. So after that, started to sell them, and the rest is history.
Pretty cool.
And they work, man. I have them on, I think, everything but my Vortex. Everything but the Vortex.
That's great to hear.
Got a Unify and a board, so
Right,
white
yeah.
noise board. So I really appreciate that you went that route, because
thank you.
it is a helpful thing, and it does two things. It not only gives you a place to put your VTX, it also dissipates heat off of the VTX.
Right.
And earlier we talked about a little bit about, guys, listen, you don't need a lot of solder to put tie this thing in, right?
Right.
It's just a little blob, because you should be able to remove it,
Right.
if you need to, so don't think that you got to solder it down and spend 5 minutes with the soldering iron. It's a 15-second thing.
Right, yeah.
And anyway, but back to that. So you're flying for Heli Nation.
Yeah, so after Midwest Drone Battle 2, Heli Nation contacted me, offering me a sponsorship. So did that. They're really great guys. I mean, they treat me well, giving me everything I need. And then also, I heard about them because they're actually local to me in Chicago area. They were actually one of the first to pick up my boards and start distributing that. On top of that, they started buying a few of my frames, so now they're selling that. And it's a great relationship.
And the frame looks nice, man.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks durable. I like the skinny arms. I haven't been a fan of the 4-in-1 stuff, for a long time, because we come from that area where you buy a 4-in-1 this week, it's working. Next week you got a 3-in-1.
Right.
So I haven't been a fan, but I'm starting to move into that direction too. And it looks like you built that frame with a lot of thought process.
Yeah, it was really, I wanted to just specialize in a few components. So I tried out the Asgard on my last frame, the Asgard F4 AIO. And, I was kind of hesitant, like everyone else, it's all on one board. If that one thing goes, the whole thing is gone.
Right.
After using it a few times, it makes building so much easier. I mean,
Yes.
you would not believe how much time I've sunk in just building, and that Asgard just kind of puts it all together. Right. So the next frame that I designed, I wanted it lighter. I wanted skinnier arms for better efficiency across the prop, and the Asgard, kind of fit the bill for an easy build.
Right.
Pretty cool. So, of all the designs that you've been working on, which one are you the most proud of?
I think I'd have to go with the Unify board. I mean, I really didn't expect that to kind of take off. I really did it just for myself, and a few other guys, local guys. I'm like, hey, I made this. You guys want to try it? And they're like, yeah, sure. Posted it online, and went off from there. But
I know when I saw it, I was like, what? Click, 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 click. Sold.
There you
How
go.
many did you order? 6.
So, is there anything else you're working on right now?
Right now, I'm working on a few updates for that board. I know people don't really run the D4R, so I might just pull that part off, make it so it fits with the XM Plus, or it does already fit with the XM Plus, but make it fit with other receivers. So the micro, or that, what is that, mini Crossfire? It has the transmit and receive part. I want to maybe add another pin on there just so you can solder your wires to that and have it come in and out. Right.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's part of the market. Is one of the things that I was shocked to see is how many people are running Crossfire.
Oh yeah, it's so popular now.
Yeah, it's like not Fry Sky. I mean, it's just a trip to come here and see so many people running 900 megahertz.
Right, yeah.
For control.
I'm even switching over right now. As soon as all these big races are done, I'm going to start transitioning over to the Crossfires.
Cool. So that kind of covers what you're doing in the design, and pretty much going towards what you're educated in. What are you doing flying wise? How do you enjoy racing more than freestyle, or freestyle more than racing?
So I've been pretty competitive in racing this year. I mean, I love freestyle, but it's hard to really do anything else but race in this community, because racing doesn't get you sponsorships or get you get your sponsors known. Freestyle doesn't get your sponsors known. It's all the racing, right? I mean, unless you're someone like Johnny or whoever else, it's the racing events that get you known. So. And I love it. I mean, it's great. But sometimes, it's nice to just kick back and, burn a few packs.
Awesome. 2018, any goals yet?
Goals? I don't know right now. I was kind of hoping last year to make it onto DRL with that simulator tryout, but that was hard. So this year I might start picking that back up. I think it was about this time last year that we started really playing a lot of that, me and a few of the local guys. We actually had, I think, 7 or 8 of the Region 3B guys make it to that tournament. So, and then, of course, Jake won. Right. So,
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
So,
all right.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So, is Heli Nation thinking about a Heli Nation team? Like, I mean, we got Team Canada, we got Team, we had Team Ready Made, we got Team Detroit,
Yeah,
are you guys thinking about getting into the team racing stuff?
Team racing, it's right now. It's kind of hard. We're just trying to see where it goes. But as of right now, we actually have a few other pilots. So Andy Pizza, he's another team pilot, and then we have Chris High Velocity. He just joined, and then a few other smaller sponsor pilots would be Tommy. There's a pilot out in Maryland, Corey, and one more. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. But we expanded actually pretty recently. There were a few other pilots that just joined within the last maybe month or two.
Well,
cool.
I think that's cool, and we should wrap up a little soon, and because we're getting a lot of noise in the background.
Social media accounts, you have some?
I have my YouTube, which is I think it's just White Noise FPV. Instagram is White Noise FPV.
All right, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate getting to know you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Hey, keep up the good work, right?
Thank you. Yeah.